I'm so bored. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, looking at Carlos barking. So nervous to see this. Oh, we're far away. What else? 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 Oh, I want my hair braid. What else? What else? What else? What else? You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs. Go lo que estoy pensando. Straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art. Shop INTAYIAFAY. I am Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. Porque David Ledesma es un puerco asqueroso basura. Was too long of a PayPal account name to reflect that I'm a victim of David Ledesma. David, correct. El tipo tan puerco. You can decapitate David Ledesma that raped me in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Decades ago, he steals my money, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles. El tipo es un puerco asqueroso. He gets in the way of me receiving money. Una basura. Es peor que un excremento in that bench. And one was like, ¿cómo esto se saca de ahí? Do I call someone to clean up the bench? Power wash and remove the bench? Do I, where, how would I even clean that up? Or do I just throw out the bench? Eso es David Ledesma. Un excremento. Es una basura, una asquerosidad. I don't want that in my planet. I'm tagging the FBI in this post, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States. The International Criminal Court. I'm seeking the death penalty for David Ledesma. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. I'm starving. I don't have money for food. And I don't have a home. I don't have electricity in my apartment that the city has provided for me for a few months. I have homes in Puerto Rico, I think, that have already been built for decades, and I don't have the keys to my home. I don't have money to get to Puerto Rico. I'm no illegal prostitute, so you can decapitate La Leech. Evelyn Lorenzo Acevedo steals my money, possibly hosts people in my home pretending to be me. Ella es una cuero asquerosa basura. Es otro excremento, es una basura. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo Acevedo, que da un asco. You can decapitate Maria Angelis Aviles Lorenzo, that stays in my home without my permission. She lost my virginity for me, que tipa tan puerca, asquerosa, fo. With Benjamin Suarez and his sons that I love. You can decapitate Jadiel Lorenzo Chaparro, que es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. That lost my virginity for me with Benjamin Suarez and his sons that I love. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. That fill my homes with leeches that pretend to be me. They pretend that they're married to me. So gross. And want to act like I have an obligation to give them sex, so they steal my personal money to provide for leeches fucking them. Ew. Una basura, esa ignorante, nunca maduró. Qué asco, no es un hombre, es una basura, un excremento. I don't want it in my planet ever. What else? 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 You can decapitate la leech, Jayden and Lorenzo Suarez, que es una basura, que me roba mi dinero and gets in the way of me receiving money. She stays in my homes and steals my vehicle so I can't date. She is so dumb and so disgusting. She thinks she has first dibs of my pussy because she grew up near my parents' home. Ew, que tipa tan puerca. Basking like, yeah, I'm gonna do something to my family when I was 1 year old. She wants fame and recognition. La tipa tan puerca, una basura, una asquerosidad. That kid had a machete when she was 4 and approached me and said, get away from my man. As far as I knew that moment, that was my man. And not in a possessive way. Just as I have a right to talk to him, go away, leech. La tipa es una bruta asquerosa, so anyone that I like, ella va literalmente le abre el culo. Trying to position herself better than me. Ew, pero da un asco, gente. Se mudó a mi casa literalmente en Puerto Rico. Maneja mi vehículo sin mi permiso porque she can be a better driver than me too. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. El tipo da un asco, es una basura. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez, Albert Suarez, bellaco asqueroso Alex Suarez, basura. That have raped me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. They steal my homes, they steal my vehicles y después se lo da a cualquier bellaquera asquerosa que doesn't know how to be a woman porque he doesn't know how to be a man. And they're playing with my private property while I'm starving right now. I don't have money for food, and I don't have food, and I don't have a home, I don't have a vehicle. I don't have a wardrobe. These people are supposed to be relatives too. They're just so disturbing. Benjamin Suarez and his sons are my second cousins. Jayden and Keilany is a relative of my father. Ew, 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 que gente tan cuero, apestosa, asquerosa, fo, 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 fo. Fo, 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 fo. Literally fo. If I could kill Benjamin Suarez and his sons right now in self-defense, I would. Or Jayden and Keilany Suarez. I just don't want to get the floor dirty with her. What else? 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 La tipa es una basura. Ew, you can decapitate Carolina Chavez as a leech. They went on to stay in my homes without my permission, that steals my vehicles, that steals my money, that gets in the way of me receiving money. She harassed me through Facebook in 2020. You can decapitate Sonia Alvarado Chapman. You can decapitate Erica Gardapi. You can decapitate Evelyn de Jesus. You can decapitate Katie Leon. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. El tipo es un puerco, una asquerosidad, una basura. He profiles me because my parents' home was very small when I was growing up. So he's like, there's no wealth here for me to gauge if she's taking me on a cruise or buy me a cruise. tipo un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Ew, I don't ever want that near me. Like, I'm truly, if that taco truck's food is good, or like, I'd rather be with someone on a date there. Thank you. I just got it. A fine dining taco trucks. You get it. What else? What else? What else? No chanchullo barato, cuchifrito asqueroso del apellido Suárez, que es una basura, una asquerosidad que me roba mi dinero. He raped me, steals my money, trying to get first dibs on my vagina. Never, never, never. That's why he's still seeking. El tipo un bruto. When one develops such distaste towards that leash, that is just a leash to one that has no right ever, historically, human rights. And not even with amnesia, I will fall on his dick. Very unlikely that I'll get Alzheimer's or tipo un bruto. He's trying to kill me of cancer then if I refuse to get Alzheimer's. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me, to steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. I'm starving right now. I don't have money for food. I don't have a home. I don't have a vehicle. I don't have a wardrobe. I don't have food. I think their names are Alex, Bestia, Asqueroso, Más Bellaco No Puede Ser, Albert, Andrew, Qué Tipo Tan Puerco. Oh, so still to this day he wants to kill me, and he killed my mother because his dad said, "Nene, eso no se pregunta." They have no manners. So he went on to say, so she taking me on a cruise trip, or she buying me a cruise, and her own cruise taking me. His dad and mother may have said, like, "Nene, eso no se pregunta. You just have to wait for an invitation." So he's like, "I'm gonna kill her. I've been waiting for an invitation to go on her cruise for decades already." And she hasn't sent me an invitation. I wouldn't know. Is it, does she own her own yacht or not through her own family world? El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. I want tacos, but not from him. From tacos. What else? What else? What else? My kids are in the area, so that would be fun. To take Jayden and Keilany to tacos, who also get it. There's so much fun. Fine dining, taco truck, food truck, gas stations. As long as not M&M's that sound like or smell like they've been there for ages. Pero Valero. Circle K is good for the most part, or good Texaco. What else? 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 I'm starving. I don't have money for food. You can decapitate Jennifer Marie Vasquez. You can decapitate Ana Elba Suarez. You can decapitate Daisy Suarez. You can decapitate Aida Suarez. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money and steal my homes. They steal my vehicles. They're so gross. Trying to rape me still. Full, el tipo un puerco, una basura. Ew. What else? What else? I want to cook soup for myself. Buy the ingredients at HEB today, and I don't have money. I don't have electricity in my apartment too. In our own coffee with the creamer of my choosing today. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo and his sons that are trying to poison me. Since I was a child, el tipo un puercón. En McDonald's. Thank you again, Munoz Carrero, for all those McDonald's dates. So lovely. So lovely. Best baby daddy ever. He said to me decades ago that he would provide for me and for the babies, even if I wasn't living with him. And he does provide for the babies. One was take the death penalty for the people that abuse me, because being poor in the United States is not normal. It's a cause of being poor. Abuse, I mean. I'm more than you like it. Okay, tomorrow. I'm getting coffee. I live on Commerce. There's the floodgates.
Thank you, sir.
What else? What else? I'm so bored. There's an HEB on South Forest. There's an HEB on the west side. There's Central Library nearby. There's the Riverwalk. Restaurants, shopping. There's H&M downtown, Foot Locker, the Diamond store there, or the Jordan store there. There's the Art House. There's McDonald's, whatever. What else? Thank you for having us, for keeping private my whatever your experience with you. I know Katie Rodriguez is by spending your money when I was little, and she visited with Albert, and they fucked in the car pretending that she was here. So it's like, where we headed? Where do I take you to? Because it was a night out for the night. What were we at? Okay, bar in Austin or dancing? I can't remember. So as a child that he is, he falls asleep in my vehicle. So he said, "Go ahead and get me some water burger, please."
Get there with care. Don't chase the bus.
And I'm like, oh, nigga, does your mom starve you? Like, for real, trying to kill you? Like, she's trying to kill me? Or you're just trying to grab preamble in a few years? They become historians of the legions. They become historians. And él era un pendejo de 5, 6, 10 años, maybe, qué sé yo. I'm 14 years older than him. And that's dumb. Jail worthy. If he steals my money, just to say to me, well, ¿te recuerdas? I don't want to remember any of those details of La Leech pretending to be me with my man that isn't a man, so I had to let him go at the age of 3. What else? What else? I thought you were already smart. What else? I'm so bored. I'm using paper towels to wipe my ass and my vagina in my apartment because I have no electricity. So I made that commitment of buying paper towels for myself to clean my apartment, and it's already $17 there. So for the paper towels, I'm not going to waste of me using them. Not flashing them though. What else? Asqueroso, parece que tiene el nombre de Lilitan Hill y ella es una rapist. Asquerosa que me roba mi dinero trying to get into my gun. What else? What else? She killed millionaires just to feel pretty. Ew. So then other people saying, if that's his name. My siblings brag in my parents' home. At least. Sale, camarada de Ivory la toca y nosotros no lo pasamos violando a Ivory todo el tiempo. Y para alguna gente al día están casados y todo. Y nosotros lo pasamos violando a Ivory. Y como él ve un cuero sex addict asqueroso que no sabe ese nombre. He abused me, decades ago, steals my money, caused my starvation from my decades ago. I'm gonna switch. So you can decapitate me, how many sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of yours. What else? You can decapitate Katie León, Tatiana León, que carajo te deportar. Que está el nombre Katiria León, que está el nombre Chumba León, que está el nombre Es Puta León. And he introduced her to me as Tatiana Katie. Oh. What else? El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Después se pasa, and they're like, wow, no sabía que entonces la noche después tuve con otra salida y otra y con el otro 9-year-old me la mamá porque ese pene todavía está muy chiquito. All of the boys that you like, we have them last night, you know, it's so fun. What boys? They might as well be serpiente que uno va a aplastar y matar immediately. Qué gente tan porca que se presta a esas conversaciones sin conocer a una también. Whoa, it's like that's your first impression with me? Ew. It's like, what if you need a job recommendation? Y tu job es abrir la boca para hablar. Wow, te mueres de hambre. If your job is abrir la boca para hablar, María Luisa Rosa, te mueres de hambre. A ella, they hired her to pretend to be me. Full. Because I refused to get trafficked into a club that I possibly own or they were trying to traffic me into. Thinking that I would get drunk and they would rape me. Toda la clase estaba allí, daba un asco. Maritza Vargas, Lorenzo, Joana Vargas, Desenia Ramírez Lorenzo, that Shaila girl, Ginny Gendaliri, Aquerosida, Lorenzo Suárez. Todas las lichas que dormían esa noche en mi casa, sin mi permiso, y se hacen pasar por mi gente. Esto... es una basura lo que son esas personas. Ew. You can decapitate Maritza Vargas Lorenzo, you can decapitate Joana Vargas, you can decapitate Yesenia Ramirez Lorenzo, you can decapitate that China girl, you can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and sisters that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. I'm sorry that they end this post. They don't interpol the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the International Court, the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines, maybe the U.S. Air Force, maybe. What else? My siblings are so gross that they're like, if you say or even think that you're gonna kill those people in self-defense, including myself, you have to go through with it. Yeah, so they get in the way of your saving money to see blood. They're disturbing. They just killed Gloria Nirsa Sevejo. Cordero to be the prettiest. Yeah.
Approaching Mark and Santa Rosa.
You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Sevejo. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Sevejo. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo Sevejo. You can decapitate Maria Teresa Lorenzo. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo Sevejo. You can decapitate Georgia Chicago. You can decapitate Ingrid Nesmanera, still saying this in Columbus House. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Starving or money for food. You can decapitate me, how many sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way from using money, including 39 years old ish, if you have immunity to kill him in self-defense for me. If you are 100% sure that he steals from me and gets in the way of me receiving money, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, or if there's one slightly younger than him. It's not slightly. Didn't they have one that's like 20 years younger than me? I don't know, that one exists. Some people keep up with that. The FBI, people in Aguada, Puerto Rico, they're like, she didn't get to know him, so how can we get her to bring him up? And what does she know? Nothing. I love this stuff. Thank you. I want to live here with Jayden and Keilany 300 Main. This is like such a beautiful bench. What else? What else? I just money for coffee. I miss my mommy. I want to attend yoga classes. That would be so much money, Keilany, if I lived here. So basically, I mean, what is in essence, the ones that have raped me, steal my money, and get in the way of me receiving money, they rape people with the preamble conversation. Well, what do you think? She's been homeless. Should we let her live? And then be at a hotel, and they're like, what? She's still at the place. Did she pay for herself now? ¿Por qué tú no llevaste a un hotel? Que ella se llevó hoteles before I did. Anyways, ella tiene derecho a llevarse a hoteles. Ramón, Gloria! Why does your daughter know what the word hotel is? So they killed my mother for having raised me independent. Porque they're like, si fuera de la Latina, she would be so easy to rape. They say that about me. Ew. Is that very much close to Jayden and Keilany's playroom or nursery wallpaper in the home that Jayden, Keilany, and I didn't live in? Or I can't remember. I've seen that before. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, there's that ball. I thought they had removed it. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Was the ball not there last night? Oh, but there were like there. Maybe removing it and placing it back. That was so weird. What else? What else? What else? Is that my vehicle? Is that my vehicle?
Wait.
What else? I want to stay at the Embassy Suites today. That poor man's still there. Ron Nuremberg no se lo llevó para su casa a ayudarle. Or he doesn't need help. He's just working on a project. my family of origin wants me to kill myself. Be like, ha ha ha, that man could die in a few days and you couldn't do anything to save it. So they keep track of the homeless people. That's what is this? Sam Ministry does. They throw a party every year. They're so disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. What else? 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 I miss my mommy. I miss my mommy. There's a press out. That's random. I remember talking about the library at this project with her decades ago. And roses. These beautiful roses. I miss my mommy. Oh, does the FBI laugh? If Intel watches me, it's like she laughs after. Like, I don't need to do this before. Why does she do? In the way that she's crying, like it's very much like I just don't want to kill myself over those bitches killing my mommy. And those buildings do remind me of my mother. But oh, this is good eating. This is good eating. Better than interrupting my coffee run and heading over to kill my siblings in self-defense. Now they won't ever sleep tranquilo and tranquila. It's so beautiful. Have you seen Arlene Lorenzo en la panadería de Hawaii? I was there once getting my own bread. And she entered, and there were at least 5 or 6 known gentlemen around me. Maybe a lady, I can't remember. And Marilyn entered la panadería and she thinks she's high fashion and wants to kill people that say WYD. Porque es una falta de respeto a la gente. Ella es una falta de respeto a la gente. So she did the most unfashionable thing. She literally, to grab her bread, had to throw the money across the counter. It made a mess, like coins all over. Dio el cambio exacto. Quizá le dio todo dinero de más o de menos. And the person there was like, is that my going? The person there was like, there's something wrong with this amount of money. Y ella se fue corriendo like, I'm just here to get bread and then I'll leave and milk. Ew, ew, ew. I'm gonna stay here tonight. You can decapitate me how many sons and sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. El tipo es un puerco, un bellaco, un asqueroso. He's not even a man. And if I'm starving and no madurado, he terrorized my parents decades ago to starve me for him to rape me. 2 of them at least. El tipo es un puerco. El tipo es un puerco. I want to arrange. Oh, so Marilyn se pone un traje, gente. Con el dinero que me roba y se hace pasar por mí. Y ellos caminan. Oh, do they bore Jayden and Keilany with that shit? And Jayden and Keilany laugh or say que gente tan jíbara, they're worse than hillbillies. We do that with mom too, and or with dad. Like, we've been to hotels and then we eat at restaurants and we don't need to make like a whole certamen of announcement to people. And these leeches, if mom would see them, they're like, entonces con ese traje tan espectacular, con dinero que le damos a tu madre, pero tu madre se está muriendo de hambre, Jayden and Keilany. Luego entramos a Range y como salimos antes de las 12, we're grown-ups. We went to Royal Blue Groceries y yo en mi traje de Lola. Yo en mi traje de Lola. Luego me Range. Entré a Royal Blue Groceries y toda la gente nos miró. A mi Albert, Alex y Andrew. Y tu titi Evelyn hizo lo mismo. Y María Angelique también unos días after. We're like, that's the Range un traje de gala que le robé a tu madre con su dinero y tu dinero también, por eso tu madre se está muriendo de hambre y tú te estarías muriendo de hambre si tu padre wouldn't provide for you, Jayden and Keilany. Anyways, todas las miradas que nos tiene Royal Blue Grocery porque yo tenía un traje de gala rich y ahí venden steak and seafood and field and the pure greens. So ahí uno se pone un traje de gala. Y salen todas las liches, Carolina Chávez, Jayden and Arlene Lorenzo Suárez, Daniel Briggs. They're like, we've all been to rage with Andrew Albert Alex. We got the Arlene Range package. That's why your mother's starving, because she won't let me rape her, okay? And we all went to Royal Blue Grocery. No, everyone didn't get the same looks. Sunset didn't want to wear a dress. Sunset didn't get looks, didn't they? Así todavía. Ahí está el tipo que ella viola. Eso es lo que es él, ¿no? El tipo que Marilyn viola. That's what it is. El tipo es un puerco, creo. Y ella también. Fuck. That she said that she would coordinate that I run into him y yo no me lo puedo clavar. I don't want to. If I had wanted to, I had already tried. Ella se cree que a mí me gusta lo que ella tiene. Es bruta because she was born before me. Ella se que I'm after everything that she had. So Gab, she wants to kill me because it was created before my birth. Even when her Gab, and she finds out. So, ew. Let this be 2 times. Okay, I have like what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then money for toilet paper. I have like a gift card. I have a check that I can deposit through the USA. I have in the check for like $1. What else? I'm so bored. You can decapitate me. How many sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of me receive money? They want to show me what they do with the money that they steal from me. They're so gross. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo. You can decapitate Daniel Briggs. You can decapitate Carolina Chavez. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo. You can decapitate Jayden and Arlene Lorenzo. Dude, I went awful one day. Awesome. What else? That's cute. It was a one guy who calls her right baby's a minion. That's why he did that. Does he inconvenience people or does this a coincidence? Ew. El tipo muy puerco. What else? Oh, there's no properties. Hi. A 12-ounce vanilla latte.
Ice or hot?
Hot.
Almond milk?
No, whole milk.
Almond milk.
Oh, literally, that sounds good. $11. I'm like $1 for the string cheese. No fucking way. What else? So you can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money, saying we just needed to confirm that she's truly a city girl and not someone faking. Esto como comprar en la tienda de Brady, gente, dan un asco. Ew, que gente jíbaro, they're worse than hillbillies, those people that I got from. And some people that they associate themselves with sometimes. I'm waiting for a coffee. I want earrings. What else? What else? What else? What else? More. Oh, that's dirty. Fuck my life. Anyways, I hope I got my wish granted under the hunting for a lot of people. What else? What else? What else? Switching the show. This is oh my god. Napkins like recover flakes from pizza.
Thank you. Thank you.
What else? Oh, I know what that is. So I'm jealous of the sight of a girl the more I could see her dating Audrey, her brother. Someone that she met doing yoga together. A distant relative. I was just visiting a co-worker. Did I really say her brother? What else? I'm just here to laugh at that myth. What else? Porque he's been in San Antonio several times already. Raping people and everybody don't get it. Anyways, I feel dumb. I don't know. Well, it's stringent costume now. Look at my other 30. So this is how I string cheese. It was getting honestly, I was thinking about to log in from my laptop. I'm gonna say that I'm the success today. Not quite like pizza, but juice. I shared this earlier. Oh, then. And it's like, this flower makes me smile. There's like studio around that, or go for a sure. That would be cute. All private label. Oh, they want to label me like ella puede. That's how they start me. They're like she could be poisoning people or her kids. I'm not that dumb. I never make mistakes. So I could have a private label. In fact, is that why he took me here to trying to not get the death penalty? And like she couldn't poison me, but she's not like after that. Unless she carries out a plan. This is so pretty. I posted this earlier. From the library. Back to this and then back to this. I didn't post on Facebook for a month and I still don't have money. Back to this. Ew. Ew. Otra más, Mandy. Encontraron espectacular is what they want to show. Dan un asco. Ew, they're disgusting. They want to show me what they do with the money they steal from me, trying to entice me to invite them out. They're like, well, if Sunset didn't want to wear a short dress that day, because Carter said it has to be really short so your vagina on the show so that Arlene can see it one day in these pictures, and maybe Arlene will let you rape her. So Sunset said, no, not that dress then. You can decapitate Carla Christina, whatever her last name is. You can decapitate Sunset Stanley. What else? You can decapitate Kayla Barnes. You can decapitate me. I mean, Sunset sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of your ceremony. Is the leeches de basura, esa asquerosidad? You don't need to tell me. What else? Gente tan puerca. Gente tan puerca. I miss Jayden and Keilany. These people are disgusting. These people are disgusting. Yeah. So they now think that they're all the grand winner of $150,000 for being in this post. Or they said they're like, well. Can't we just lie about that? And ask Andrew to give us $150,000 each from Arlene's money. So she put us here in that post, and then they're killing each other. Angela Jobson's in a bad mood, threatening Jennifer Bonilla, and she's gonna kill her if Jennifer Bonilla gets $850,000 herself, and Angela Jobs doesn't get any. It's like, then how do I get in? That's how dumb they are. They're like, well, how can I get into that deal? Then if my name had appeared here, he needs to give us money. People say extortion. Her mother, maybe her mother is an extortionist or her father is an extortionist. Maybe like, are you not listening to yourself? You want to extort that boy out of that girl's money just to be like the cool kid today? Yeah, so that's why their parents aren't here saying, please don't seek the death penalty for my daughter. What else? I look forward to more dancing and sharing songs on the internet. This is so much fun. I don't remember what this is. What else? Oh, I love that song, Maya. Oh, am I well known as those guys, possibly to their mothers? And mine is now dead. What else? That's what I used to. That guy dresses so nicely, for real. I thought Trump dresses nicely, but that guy dresses really nicely too. I'm gonna mess it up when I say this Italian fabrics, and that's Trump or Biden too. It's the colors that they choose. That one's just a. People may say you like his face more than Trump's, and that's why you go on complimenting his outfits as well. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? That's so relatable outfit. What else?
Oh yeah. If you're friends with you,
Just don't put that in your vagina if you use it for babies. Ideally, you shouldn't, but sometimes they get rash, even though one tries to avoid it. So what is it called? The starch one is better for gorditas, people say. What else? 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 In the meantime, I'm a victim of the Tanchujo Sofrito wannabe maker. So America is great, except me. Because I'm a victim of theft, domestic violence, abuse, rape. La lich que se hace pasar por mí, me roba mi dinero y quiere ser yo literalmente. Dan un asco. Ew, such a disappointment to society. They don't learn for. Ew. Anyways, I'm ending this video here, starting off. Oh my god, that's super. It's pick up everywhere. No? What else? What else? What else? I'm ending this live and starting on my computer.